Hello, good evening, Chandan. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, ma'am. What about you?
I'm doing perfectly fine. Thank you for asking. Having a productive day so far. So let's introduce each other before we start the session. Okay, I would like you to kindly introduce yourself so that I can have a little idea about you.
Yes, sure. So this is Chandan here. I live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a primary teacher in a private school. If I talk about my hobbies, mostly I love to talk to new people and enhancing my communication skill. It is a part of my hobbies and I love to travel different places. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, so being a primary school teacher, tell me how you landed up with this opportunity. I mean, with this career, and also you have good command on the language. So tell me a little bit about you, how you brushed up your communication skills and how you made up this mind to become a teacher.
Hmm. Actually, at the first time when I took an interview, I was being selected as a teacher in a primary school. So that time the English was requirement. As a teacher, you would have, experience of this language just to communicating with your kids, I mean your student at school, and explaining the things with the convenience. So that's the reason I took a decision. Just I have to learn English. I kept working on and sooner even later after reaching of I think 5 to 6 months I got to have experience of learning English. I got better command of interacting with multiple personalities in this language, and then I just created channel. Through channel
Okay.
I kept connecting with multiple YouTubers, beginners, co-learners, so many personalities. So still my journey is going on, and decision only I consider being a teacher you have got equal respect. Whether are you
Definitely.
in a lower position or higher position, it doesn't matter. Equally are you having respect from each individuals. That's the reason I took this profession.
Oh, that's lovely. I think teaching
Thank
is
you.
one such noble profession where you pour your heart and soul into your work. If you are a dedicated teacher, right? Uh,
Yes.
but unfortunately, it doesn't pay that well compared to other professions, right? We barely make our
Yes.
living, especially being a teacher on YouTube, right? It's uh,
Yes.
it's quite struggling in the beginning. Okay.
Yeah, you
So,
earn only respect, not you can't expect much money.
okay, Chandan. So now I want to know from you what kind of person you are. Okay. Because you seem to be a very calm and composed person. So, are you like that in real life?
Hmm. If I define my personalities, I'm very calm and composed. In my reality, oh my God,
I mean,
light has gone.
electricity. Is the
Okay, let
electricity
me.
problem a lot?
Yes, just give me a while. Just
Okay.
give me a while. So, if I talk about,
Hmm.
do you want to raise again the same questions,
No, you
or
can
should I
just
ask?
ask.
Okay, so if I define my personality, so I'm very calm and composed in my real life. I'm a very shy
Mhm.
person, very emotional, sentimental type. You can say I do not speak much more with any personalities, and I must say like I'm observing only people much. I speak very
Okay.
less. That's why
But how is it possible that without speaking and interacting with people, you can become so good in English? You have such good knowledge of English. If you're not a social person, if you don't interact with others, then how do you have this calmness and confidence that you exude from your personality?
I don't think like I have a good confidence. But yeah, I have been interacted with multiple tutors on Clippingo and as well
Okay.
as English Yadi platform. And I have been talked with multiple co-learners. So that was the reasons I have gotten good confidence level. And I do not in a hurry often. Always try to let somebody to complete their statement before raising my answers.
Of course.
This is the
That
right way
means
you can say.
you have very good listening skills and you have the basic manners of communication, which is to let the other person finish before you start speaking. Like it's the basic manners.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
So may I
You are
know,
giving me
Chandan?
compliment. It means a
Mhm.
lot.
Yes, you are good. I always try to compliment others. I always see positive things in others. Okay. And it's very rare that I find such good speakers on my channel. So definitely, I really appreciate your speaking style very much. You're not
Thank
too
you, ma'am.
overexcited. You're so calm and so composed. Okay, Chandan. So I would like to know from you what kind of content are you posting on your channel? What is your channel specifically focused upon?
If I talk about content, so I often release conversational videos. Sometimes I just create my own something, so that could be motivate somebody, right? Inspire somebody to just start their journey without struggling in thinking much. Because mostly the behave of, thinking much more before starting their journey. So I'm just releasing my content just in order to just explain them, like if I can, coming from rural place, when I can, then why can't you? Right? Because you have a lot of sources who are living in urban place where you have been through a lot of sources, right? So you can also do. So
Definitely,
such
and I
kinds
really
of content I'm
appreciate
posting.
that you're such a hardworking person because I can figure that out, from your background also that you are living in very, difficult place right now. It's a village, you have electricity problem, and you don't have resources to learn a skill, right? You can't go to any coaching center, you can't interact with much people, and still you have, it's a dream that you achieved such good communication skills.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
tell me a
Hmm.
little bit about the particular village you're living in, what kind of problems that people are facing. Tell me about your journey, what struggles you're dealing with, and what plans you have to
Sure,
overcome
ma'am.
that, and what's your goal to become in future.
Hmm. Actually, if I talk about my journey, so I have started my English journey, I think five, no, 3 and 4 years back. Okay. I was quite crazy about this language. I was just considering like learning this language. Somewhere I'm going to create my identity around others. And this is the way I can get better respect from each of them. So that's the reason I had the just only the motivation, more motive to just learn English, because as a normally the people as a consider like if you have the knowledge of learning language and speaking in English, so you are much educated than those who have degree. They always compare to you between them. Degree is nothing more than what you have done in your day-to-day life. Your activities,
Yes.
your action will define how much you are proficient in your profession and anything. So that's the reason I didn't consider about degree. I consider I have to make my identity, and it is only possible when I would have the better communication skill in this language. So just I started learning this language. I had been through a lot of adversity, you can say, and obstacle comes in my way. But through my strategies and my ideas, I got to crack all of them and move ahead. Now I'm in this level, you can say.
And yeah, I truly believe that you are a resilient person. Because sometimes you just
Thank you,
get
ma'am.
that vibe from that person, that he or she is so determined, so resilient, or so hardworking. So I'm getting that kind of vibe from you. Really,
Yes,
that
thank you,
matters a lot.
ma'am. Really, I personally believe like before dedication and determinations. If the both things are not there in your way, you can't have any achievement in your life, right? So
Absolutely.
I have, you can say, such quality, and I have been experienced for entire journey. I would say, like suffering through your adversity. This is the way only you can achieve anything in your life. So I accepted only. I admitted before starting
Okay.
my journey. Yes.
Definitely. I think if you keep working hard and if you keep sharing your knowledge with others, your channel will also grow a lot one day
Mm,
because
yes.
you must be putting a lot of effort. I can just predict that from your personality. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. But I would say like you are also great a speaker. I have been watching every single day of your videos. Really, you are quite
Thank you.
amazing speaker. I would say
And I
really.
especially, love to interact with people like you. You are such an inspiration for those who are village. Like we have the Hati ma'am. She's also from a village. She has done a fabulous job creating her channel and reaching that level. Similarly, you are also an inspiration for all those people who live in village and who dream to become good communicators and have good fluency in English. So I would just like to ask you from Chandan, how can they make their dream uh, turn real? How can they achieve that dream? Is it possible that living in a village where you have no resources, nobody to talk to, still you can learn English? Maybe a lot of people are
Of
having
course,
financial issues also. So they can't join platforms like Clapping, right? So for them, can you just break it down? How is it possible?
of course, ma'am. Everything is possible. I would say it's up to you of your, I mean, determinations, your dedication. I would say your mindset and discipline. The both are things. I mean, these are things will help you out to achieve your success. I think. Like no matter how you are poorest in your situations of life, it doesn't matter. Just you have to observe in your surrounding people and just compare yourself. Like you want to be like them, yeah, you want to be different more than them, and then you get the result. Like you have to do something for them, right? For yourself. If you really want to change your destiny, your personality, then you have to do something different, more than others. Then only you can get what you deserve in your life, what you are exactly expecting from you. No matter how much you have to pay for them, but you have to literally do this, and then only you can do. So the same thing I did at my beginnings when I started learning English. I knew like that time I didn't have any sources of learning this language. I couldn't, adopting any, ideas, a strategy of professional, because most of the professional has been releasing ideas and a strategy. All of them are not genuine as we consider at beginning, right? So according to your convenience, your situations, you have to take a step towards. Then only you can sustain yourself for a long time. According to yourself, you can sustain, you can hold yourself. Otherwise, if you have been through someone's strategies and ideas, there is no guarantee your situation suits on that ideas and
Right. Everybody is having
strategy,
different
right?
circumstances.
Right. So you have to just analyzing your exact situation of life. Accordingly, you have to do the hard work, and then only you can achieve. So what I did at my beginnings time, I knew my potential, my capacity, and accordingly I had to do. Then only I reached these levels only.
And Chandan, one more question just popped in my mind. I have seen people from Bihar having a strong mother tongue influence. They make a lot of pronunciation errors, right? They can't pronounce sure correctly. They say English. Okay. So, did it happen to you or you overcame it with practice? It's an important question, right?
I didn't ever feel like such kinds of problem is there in me. I didn't feel such because I have been through many web series. You can say American, Australian. I love to watch web series, and I'm quite aware about multiple accent. So I didn't face such problem in
Would you
my
like
life.
to just say one line in British accent, if you can?
No, no, no. I honestly I don't know
Okay.
how to speak in this language. I'm aware about because I have been listening many speech, so many speech I have been listening, and I can perceive it easily. I can grasp it easily, but the times comes to describe myself into this, then I'm unable to do this.
Oh, okay. Yes. These accents
Yes.
are really challenging even for me. I never tried them. I don't want to sound fake
So do
or
I.
difficult to comprehend for the people. I try to speak in my natural Indian accent.
I also, ma'am, I love my own accent. Why should I imitating others, right? Like others. There's no need of imitating like others. Otherwise, you have to put more efforts than actually you need, what you need, more than that you have to put, right? Why we should wasting time on?
And moreover, people don't appreciate it really. They easily
Yes,
recognize if somebody is trying to fake an accent.
yes.
Clear.
So that's why I didn't try even, and that's the reason. And like, ma'am, if you trying to adopting someone's accent in you, so somewhere your fluency would be stucking many times while describing, yeah, giving you answers. So it's
That's
not going to happen if you really have any desire to be proficient into this language. If you really want to get better communication skill over this language, right? Commanding. So be honest with
I think
yourself.
clear communication is more important than faking your accent. Okay, it's okay if you just speak in normal Indian accent, but your message should come out very clear. So I focus more on that thing. Actually, I can
Yes,
also see some books in your background. So are you fond of reading also, or are these
yes,
okay?
you're right, ma'am. Actually, these are books my initial time when I quite passionate and I bought many novels, random novels. Randomly I bought and I used to read on daily basis, 20 minutes, 50 minutes. Nowadays I'm not reading, but I think 2 years, 3 years back I used to. So these are the books are kept over there.
The hard work is really paying off. I can see it's years of hard work that has taken you to this step, and which is commendable. So
Thank
you
you so
followed
much, ma'am.
YouTube resources, you followed books to improve your English, and on day-to-day basis, what are the techniques or practice methods that you're following? Like
If I honestly, if I honestly
speaking with
talk
the
about my,
co-learners.
I speak much more. Like
Okay.
I do not, observe the time and limitations. 2 hour, 3 hour. If the people are quite comfort with me for talking much more time, I'm there over. I do not, fix any time limitations. And that's my nature. But just by choosing the random matters and debating on them, exaggerating these things along and long, I'm quite fascinated to
Which is
talk.
useful, but just exaggerating the matter for no reason. I think it's too tiring for me. I like to have
Of course,
a
tiring, ma'am.
valuable conversation, which can help the viewers also. Some tips and tricks that my co-learners bring to the table. That's why the people are connected with me, right? Because they find something in the
Yes,
videos. They find it useful. They come here to learn some new words, some new expressions, some knowledge about the language. So I always try to be specific and relevant as much as possible.
of
So,
course,
but
ma'am. You're right.
you're the first person on the channel whom it's just difficult to describe, but your journey really must be very painful, as I have never seen such a fluent person from a village in my entire life. They all struggle to speak clearly. They make so many pronunciation errors. The grammar is all over the places. But you have done it all by yourself. It's just your, uh, self-learning which has taken you here. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Would you like to
But I
ask me
didn't,
anything, Chandan?
I didn't consider myself. Still, I'm really good into really. I want to get more and more approach into this language. And it is only possible when we discuss many matters. Then only I
Yeah,
can reach there and finding the words to just modifying the sentence accordingly. Right?
yeah.
People
If
have
you
the
want
limited
to,
areas they have covered up. They often repeating the multiple time the same questions and they are considering like I'm quite fluent into. By repeating the same question in multiple time, it's obvious thing is make you fluent. But what about other situations when you have gotten different matters and where you have to speak four line? How would you describe yourself? That time you will feel, oh my god, the data is not there for modifications of sentence. How could I describe myself?
it all comes
So
through
that's the reason.
practice.
Yes,
As you go deeper in this journey, you will find that, uh, much more, you will speak in a more smoother and natural way, I would say. Okay. At first, I used to struggle a lot how to organize this sentence clearly so that the message comes across very clear. But later I figure out, okay, this is how I can modify it. In this situation, I can use this
Hmm.
particular word. So it all comes through practice. It all comes through your more and more listening, more and more speaking. Okay. So even I
Yes,
never
ma'am, you're
consider
right.
myself an advanced speaker. I think we have a long way to go. I consider myself a lifelong learner for that matter, because I believe there is always a room for improvement. Okay. So I
Yes.
take
Always
the
be
positive
hunger, ma'am.
feedback. Whether, yeah, right. I have the same thing. Always, there's always a hunger for learning.
Yes. And do not fix your boundaries, like where I have to reach only, and then after that I'm done with that. Do not think this way. Otherwise, somewhere you are going to decrease your excitement, enthusiastic, energy internally by delivering your relevant, reliving the words. Yeah, reliving words, right? So
Yeah.
that,
And
don't
it
do
also,
this.
if you put limitation in your mind, it will hurt you when somebody else will speak better than you, and you are thinking, oh, you are so good at it. So that overconfidence should never be there. Okay.
Yes,
If you are
of
always
course,
open
ma'am.
for learning, then you will always take others' feedback or criticism positively. If they say, Pooja, you are not saying this correctly, it should be said like this. I will be open for learning. I will say, okay, I will take care next time. But if I'm so overconfident, if I have so much pride in myself that I will say, no, you are wrong and I'm right, then
Mhm.
this is not good for me, right? So you should always have an open mind for learning, right?
Yes, acceptance, it must be there in you. I always, expect every feedback, what I get through the others. I love to get the corrections by others. I know we are human being, and being a human being, we have to done a lot of mistakes, and this is the way you are improving yourself, right? So always maintain positive attitude. It is very important for you, very imperative for you to sustain yourself for long period of time.
That's totally right. I agree with that. Okay, so I think we have come to the end of the discussion. Anything that you would like to say to the viewers, or you have any questions for me, please go ahead.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Like being a housemaker, the housewife, you have a lot of responsibility, I know. So how do you manage your responsibility and accept all of them? You get time for yourself over communication skills. How do you do this?
I think time management is the key. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's up to us how we utilize it. Okay. Being a housewife, also, we do get a lot of free time after completing the chores, right? And I just try to manage my time very effectively. I prioritize everything quite well. And after finishing my chores, then I go towards taking the session or making videos and uploading videos. So I don't spend a lot of time on YouTube. Just 1 or 2 hours is enough. Okay. Shooting the video and
I would
uploading, it
say,
just demands 1 or 2 hours.
you
So
are
it's
quite
easily manageable.
optimistic person. You're an
Yes, I am.
optimistic person, right?
Yeah.
You're well organized
As you
and you are quite
said,
determined.
positive attitude is the key to sustain in any career or in any profession. And it can take you long heights.
Yes, of course, ma'am. And such quality in you, I would say. You're a
Yes.
very
So
positive
thank you.
person, I would say. Coming, positive vibes from your side.
Okay, thank you so much, Chandan, for being a part of this conversation. I really wish you all the best for your future endeavors. You will definitely grow a lot, right? As
Thank
a
you so
person
much,
and
ma'am.
on your channel too. So thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah,
Take
same
care.
here, ma'am. Bye bye.